Today on Goji Headquarters, we'll be taking Goji Guy's creation and seeing if she has what it takes to survive my ocean's predators. And a surprise subject that will be announced by the end of Vex's adventure. Goji Center will help me out with this last one, so prepare yourselves for could Vex survive our prehistoric ocean's predators? Starting us off with the Archelon. So what would happen if Vex ran into an Archelon? Well, a Archelon isn't really a predator at all. Its only prey is soft-bodied creatures like squid, and if we know Vex well, who is very intelligent, she probably might not chase it. Since she isn't being attacked, and since the Archelon is just eating peacefully, these two might mind their own businesses. Next up, Aristonectes. What would happen if Vex came across a Aristonectes? This creature might also be not much of a problem to Vex either, but will most likely be considered a food source for Vex if they travel in pods or be alone. Since Vex couldn't really eat an Archelon because of the hard shell, she would likely go for something that is easier to catch, big enough to eat, and has a weak spot on the neck. Coming up next, Mosasaurus hoffmanni. What if Vex came across a mosasaur? This might actually be Vex's first predator, because the mosasaurus preys on plesiosaurs, archelons, fish, cephalopods, other mosasaurs, and especially sharks. And since Vex looks almost like a shark, then the mosasaurs will hunt her, but Vex will survive this with ease due to her speed to dodge the mosa's attacks and intelligence to aim for the flippers so that the mosasaur can't swim. Up next might be the most intense predator that Vex has ever seen, the Otodus megalodon. So what if Vex came across a megalodon? Well, it would likely go like this. The Meg picks up on Vex's electric body, since the Meg probably has electroprecipitation, excuse me if I didn't say it correctly, able to pick up weak electricity in the water, catching Vex's body with ease. But when Vex's senses kick in, she used her burst of speed to get out of the way quickly, with the Meg going around for a second charge, and Vex putting her intelligence to the test. She knows the target for the Meg's gills, because if the gills are damaged, it will have a hard time breathing, eventually dying. If Vex didn't notice the Meg, then it will be all over for Vex once the Meg gets a clear bite. Coming up is a predator for Megalodon, Leviathan melvillei. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. So what would happen if Vex came across a Leviathan? Well, if she comes across a pod of these whales, then she will leave them alone. But if it was only one Leviathan, a baby, or an old and injured, then she will probably attack it and eventually kill it. This is why whales today stick together in a pod. Safety in numbers. Excuse me as I flip the pages around. Coming up next, the Shonisaurus. What if Vex came across a Shonisaurus? These guys were massive underwater titans of the big blue sea. Some Shonisauruses grow to even the size of some smaller blue whales. And with massive limbs for steering and a huge tail for propelling through the water, these titans can move really quickly due to its long limbs. Some might say longer limbs help you move faster in the water. Vex will probably also leave this creature alone due to its size. It feeds on soft-bodied prey like squids and employs a suction feeding method to help it eat, so it shouldn't be much of a threat to Vex at all either. Now, for this predator, this will be a very huge predator, and I'm pretty sure you guys saw the title in the background. Meet Goji Center's cryoseidon cetavenator. What if Vex came across the cryoseidon cetavenator? This huge beast was made from Goji Center, a YouTube channel that's like me, but at a way higher level. They made this creature, which is actually a bioaccurate bloop. We saw it and were amazed by its appearance. We decided to add it into our Dino field guide in its honor. We'll try to make a page for the bioaccurate algorithm, but let's get to it. Get ready, because this will be a story to tell. Vex will see the bloop due to its massive size at about 115 feet long, bigger than a blue whale. The bloop might not see Vex since she is so small, like a tiny fish. She will know that the bloop's weak spots are the limbs, but they're too big to penetrate. But wait, what's this? Vex sees another weak spot. Its gills. The gills are similar to an axolotl, helping them breathe air through the water. If Vex damages the gills, then Bloop would have trouble breathing. But the Bloop realizes something is wrong, and it sees Vex. It opens its jaws wide, but missed thanks to Vex's speed and agility. If the Bloop bit or swallowed Vex whole, then that's the end of Vex's journey. She keeps targeting the gills of the Bloop, causing it to have trouble breathing in oxygen. And with that, the gills are damaged enough, and the Bloop dies of lacking oxygen. So after that, Wild Sea ventured through Vex's journey. We see that she defeated and survived all of our prehistoric ocean predators. The lowest ones that gave Vex least amount of trouble were the Archelon and Shonisaurus. But the predator that gave Vex the most trouble was the Megalodon, due to its ability to attack Vex for its quick speed and strong bite force. Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care everyone. Goodbye.